This is Tank's Vlog. The calendar might say March 13th, 2019. But in the NFL, it's New Year's Day! Shall all interceptions be forgot and hope to win the Super Bowl? Should all interceptions be forgot? It is the league's new year. Oh, league, new year is here. In NFL, players can sign and trades can happen anytime. It is the league new year. Yes, that's right. The league new year began for the NFL, so it's now officially 2019 in the NFL. NFL has a month break from the Super Bowl, and then they go into the signing period. So now free agents can go anywhere, trades can happen. So all these trades that have been talked about will all take place on Wednesday, and none of them are more shocking than Odell Beckham Jr. leaving the Giants, going to the Cleveland Browns. Cleveland Browns also signing Earl Thomas of the Seahawks. Now we got Beckham and Landry together. Baker Mayfield. They have a decent running game too. And oh my God, what has happened? The Cleveland Browns are now with Bell leaving the Steelers and Mosley and leaving the Ravens. Believe it or not, right now, the Cleveland Browns are yes, that's right. I'm frozen in shock because the Cleveland Browns actually might be a good team. So, not only might they be a good team, they might actually be a Super Bowl contender. If the Browns don't make the playoffs next year, it has to be considered a disappointment. Is this driving you nuts? This is driving me nuts. Okay, enough of this. Or do you like this? Should I keep it on? No, all right. As I talk about the NFL, I'll keep this on. So, I just can't believe the moves that are being made. Hopefully, for the Dolphins' sake, I hope they just do the right thing and tank it up. Tank it up. Tank it up a little more. Losing games isn't what you need to do. See, the Dolphins need to completely dismantle and rebuild. Didn't think the Giants would be doing that, though. Dave Gettleman. Oh, my God. What is he doing? Does Dave Gettleman know what he's doing? First, he gives Odell Beckham the big contract. Now he trades him, gets nothing in return. Scott Douche, a 17th overall pick, a late second-round pick, Julian Jabril Peppers. Horrible. Horrible. He lets Vernon go. He let Collins go. I mean, jeez. It's like Lord Frey in the Red Wedding. He's slaughtered the Giants. And it's now only now the Giants hear the reigns of Casimir, they realize Dave Gettleman has come to not build the Giants, but to destroy them. What the hell? What the hell, man? Come on! Oh my God, the Giants are a dumpster fire. And they still have Eli Manning, and it's like they still think Eli Manning's good. What is this guy doing? Oh my God, it's clueless. Clueless as a team could be. They have taken the team apart at all. Meanwhile, the Giants go into the dumpster. The Jets, they've won the Le'Veon Bell sweepstakes. Now, there's cryptic tweets saying that he would go into Baltimore, but apparently it's green and white for Le'Veon Bell. Steelers are a team in ruin. They've lost Antonio Brown and Bell. Still the dysfunction in the locker. And the Jets, now the Jets are making a big step, although Barr changed his mind. They got C.J. Mosley. Jets are stepping up big time. Still probably won't beat the Patriots, but maybe they'll be somewhat competitive. Of course, Nick Foles going to the Jaguars. If the Jaguars' defense could maintain itself and bounce back after last year's season, Foles maybe Foles will have some magic and make Philadelphia fans regret that move. Although they're committed to Carson Wentz, a good quarterback who has not got many friends in the locker room, it seems, or according to the rumors. We'll see. This is going to be a big year for Carson Wentz. 2019 will be a big year for Carson Wentz. That's for sure. So, League New Year's begun. Hopefully the Dolphins do the right thing and tank, lose, can't. They got to do the right thing. Just tank it up. Maybe tank it up 2 years and get Trevor Lawrence. I'd love to see Trevor Lawrence in that Dolphin uniform. That is my dream. Trevor Lawrence, your starting quarterback for the Dolphins in 2021. As the League New Year began in the NFL, Championship Week continued. Here it is. Championship Week continued in the NCAA. In the Horizon League, Northern Kentucky is going to just their second tournament. In the Northeast, we got Jersey representation with Fairly Ridiculous beating St. Francis of Pennsylvania. It is the first appearance for Fairly Ridiculous since 2016. Northeastern, a team that hasn't been around in the tournament for a while, but now they're going back after winning the Colonial with a win over Hofstra. Oh, poor Hofstra. Hofstra. You just can never get it done. North Dakota State, they're going to the tournament for the first time since 2015, winning the Summit. And in the West Coast Conference, St. Mary's, stunning number one Gonzaga 60-47. Gonzaga's still going to be a number one seed, probably not number one overall anymore. And it's St. Mary's needed that win to get into the tournament. Probably I don't think they were exactly a clincher to be in there, but now they are, and that's probably the biggest shocker of them all. Gonzaga actually losing. And now we're going to see the big ones begin. We're going to see the Big East begin. We're seeing the ACC begin. And still some big bids out there. One bid will be unveiled on Wednesday with the Patriot. And that will be Colgate and Bucknell bidding for that conference's one bid. In the NHL, there's only one way to surmise how the Devils played today. Oh, God, let this season end now. They had a 3-1 lead after one period, a 4-3 lead after two periods, and lost 9-4. 6 unanswered goals in the third period. Are you frigging kidding me? The only solace I could take is that hopefully we'll get a top 5 pick after this epic dumpster fire, nightmare, horrible season where Ray Ramirez apparently doing something with his team because everywhere I look, everyone's hurt. Oh, God almighty, oh, horror, damn. And, of course, Johnny Gaudreau, who happens to be a Jersey native from, well, you know, first off, Johnny Gaudreau might be from New Jersey, but he's not from Jersey. He's from South Jersey. First off, South Jersey, he's from a part of South Jersey that might as well be Alabama, down there in Salem County. But, nonetheless, he is from the Garden State. And the Devils, one of the big things they've done is build the hockey program in the state. I mean, I remember one time when John Dowd, here he is, John Dowd, he's from New Jersey, and now we got a lot of players from New Jersey, including Kyle Palmieri. And it's nice to see that. I actually kind of like Johnny Gaudreau. But boy, 6 points, 3 assists, 3 goals, hat trick, and 6 points. That doesn't happen too often in the NHL. Ugh, God, awful, Johnny Hockey. Dallas Stars got a dirt straight shutout, beating the Sabres 2-0. As the Buffalo Sabres go quietly into that night once again. Just think, this team was the best team in hockey in November, and now won't be going to the playoffs again. Penguins beat the Capitals 5-3. It was the Blue Jackets, powered by a Boone Jenner hat trick, beating the Bruins 7-4. Le Canadien beat the Red Wings 3-1 as Carey Price becomes the all-time winningest goalie in Le Canadien history. And now this should be taken with a grain of salt. Ken Dryden didn't play long. Jacques Plante didn't play many games. And back then they actually had ties, so with these overtime win shootouts, so it's a little bit of an asterisk. And of course, Patrick Roy left the team to go to Colorado. So Carey Price, though, is for all the great goalies Le Canadien have had, is now the all-time winningest goalie in Le Canadien history. It was the Coyotes 3-1 winners over the Blues. The Sharks took down the Jets 5-4. So now we know how West Side Story ends. And it was the Ducks 3-2 winners over the Predators. It's a bad loss for Nashville in that one, let me tell you. Could have gone back in the first place if they would won, and instead they lose to one of the worst teams in the West. In the NBA, the Knicks continue to tank it just right. Losing to the Indiana Pacers 103-89. At 13-55, the Knicks are well on their way to their worst season in franchise history. If they can't land 2 big name free agents and don't get the #1 pick, and then you have James Dolan going on the Michael Kay show. Why, James? Why don't they like you? Well, Michael, I'm very good for these owners. Yes, you are, James. That's why you're on here. You think Dolan will go on anywhere where they would give him tough questions? Of course not. The 76ers took down the Cadabers 106-99. Lakers ended their losing streak, beating the Chicago Terribles 123-107. But at 31-36, the playoffs are a long shot, to say the least. The Bucks got back on track, beating the Pelicans 130-113. In the Battle of Texas, it was the Spurs 112-105 over the Mavericks. The Nuggets beat the Timberwolves 133-107. Karl-Anthony Towns, a man unto himself, in a team. That team is so pathetic. How are the Timberwolves this bad? Where's Andrew Wiggins? What happened to him? 34-10 for Karl-Anthony Towns, in another fruitless effort as they lost 133 to 107. And it was the Trailblazers, never trailing, as they beat the Clippers 125 to 104. Today's 3 stars, of course, is Johnny Gaudreau with his 6.3 goal hat-trick performance against the Devils. Ben Bishop, who had 35 saves and a shutout for the Stars. And LeBron James, who hasn't been on the 3 stars in a while, with 36 points, 10 rebounds, leading the Lakers to a rare win. Today is the 40th birthday of Johan Santana, who sacrificed his career so the Mets can get a no-hitter. We so appreciate you, Johan. We so appreciate you. Just too bad that your career ended the way it did, but Johan Santana will always be a Mets favorite for 2 games. The penultimate game at Chase Stadium and that no-hitter, of course. It's just too bad his arm couldn't hold up. And we take a look back at the real Iron Man streak in the NBA, Randy Smith, who legitimately played in 906 straight games, compared to the fraudulent streak of AC Green, which actually is the record. But to me, Randy Smith's streak is real, and you can read why on BarstoolSports.com. And of course, always check out Sports Encyclopedia, where sports history lives. Good day, and of course, Happy League New Year!